Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. Yeah, that's not going to work. No, we're doing this. We're doing Quarantiki number 81, falling on October 31, which is Halloween. We got spooky music playing. We got weird stuff on the bar. I mean, like even weirder than normal stuff on the bar, right? So there's like, I don't know, weird tentacly, like more than normal tentacly stuff over here, and there's tentacles creeping up over here, and there's a shell over here that's got more tentacles coming up out of it, and I'm in a flight suit. Yeah, I'm in a flight suit with a straw coming out of it at a sprig of mint, right? So straw, mint, right? Flight suit. I'm a jet pilot. See, get it? Jet pilot. So yeah, so the wife earlier was dressed as a zombie with a equally well, exactly this straw coming out of her costume. So she was a zombie. So together we were jet pilot and zombie tiki drinks for Halloween. So we thought that was really clever. So now that we've explained that, and you've decided we're truly not as clever as, well, you may not have considered us clever. But in any case, we are doing Halloween episode of Quarantiki, and we are going to do 3 drinks for you this evening, 2 of which I know what I'm doing on. And the third, we're going to make up as we go along. So, first things first. These are really cool aviator shades. Okay, they're actually really, really cheap aviator shades. But you know what they don't have is prescription lenses in them, which, yeah, we're of an age where the prescription lenses are in fact important if I want to see the menu board, which unfortunately I set up my menu board a little far away. So the menu board is, whoa, flame out, whoa, smoke. All right, menu board's way over there.
Crew of Molly
The crew
is with us tonight, being announced by Camilla.
Sweet. Yay!
So we have a larger than usual crew.
Larger than usual crew of Molly is in attendance this evening. Unfortunately, that actually means I think we have one less view coming in. That's okay. So anyway, what are we doing? We're doing a variation of the jet pilot that I'm going to call the Hop 31. Bonus points if you can figure out why I'm calling it Hop 31. Secondly, we're going to do a variation on a drink that I saw for the very first time this morning while watching, of course, episodes of How to Drink with Greg. And so this is called the Flaming Moa, and it has flames on it, so you know it's cool. So we're going to do that. And hopefully I've got enough cinnamon around here to actually light that.
Greg Terry says, hi, Pooch Star and Emo.
Howdy, Greg. By the way, Emo seems to be, he backslid a little bit. He seems to be getting better. He's around here somewhere, unless I locked him in the back room or something. But yeah, he's around. He seems to be doing better. And last, so I'll give you the reference later. The last is a drink that is in progress. It's less than in progress. It's in my brain, and we are going to attempt it this evening and see if it works out. I'm not sure. We'll try it. Called the SAN check or sanity check. But first,
Colleen.
Hey Colleen, been a while. First of all, though, we are going to do some drinking of some rum. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3 glasses, which means we do have a studio audience.
Woo!
Except she's upstairs doing laundry at the moment, so that's not going to work. Oh, she's back. All right, short load. All right. So what are we going to do? What are we going to drink this evening? So I had a work event this evening, and it took me to Georgia. And while I was in Georgia, I picked up some rum because, well, duh.
This is my zombie shirt.
Yes,
There's not much. I had zombie makeup on last night, but
blood and all that sort of thing.
I don't.
I think she had people asking her whether or not there was maybe some domestic abuse
Yeah,
going on.
I had a bruise up here.
Her eyes were all like she's like, no, I just ran into a door kind of thing. I'm like, wait a second. So went to Georgia. This is just proof that you never know what you're going to find. So in a little rural liquor store, I found the Mardi Gras release of Bayou Rums. This is a small cask release. This is the Mardi Gras XO single batch distillation, crafted with the finest locally grown Louisiana sugarcane. So Bayou is actually a Louisiana company, and they produce some pretty decent domestic rums. And so I thought, you know what? In addition to this bottle of Plantation 3-Star that I'm buying so that we can have daiquiris in the evenings because we were putting in long hours, I'm also going to buy this and make the owner and proprietor very happy that we had stopped by. Interestingly enough, they had a drive-through on the liquor store, which I thought was kind of cool. But of course, that doesn't do me any good when what I want to do is peruse your rum selection. So,
so to good proprietors,
to good
you
proprietors,
can tell the story once we have a...
to small proprietors keeping good liquor alive in small communities.
Yeah.
Because small communities need something to look forward to. You can't just. Here's the XO. I really love the nose on this. It smells like incense. Wait, no. Sorry, that's the actual incense. However, so I will give you, this has a really nice upfront taste, and I think they pulled it out of the cask the last moment, because what I get on the finish of this is wood. It tastes like barrel at the end here, which is maybe not exactly what you want on a rum finish, but it is a nice crafted rum. I can say that without having taken a sip because I drank some last night. But it is not that fiery as I recall. No, it's a 40% rum. It drinks a little hotter than 40%, but once you get past that first sip, it drinks much better. I do like the rum. I just on the back end, I wish there were a little more complexity to it. So good rum, not great rum. And yes, there we go. There, I'm chewing on a barrel stave. Yep, that's the flavor I get. So what are we going to do this evening? We're going to do Halloween cocktails. Sorry, I'm not dressed up as anything terribly scary unless you happen to be an adversary country or any country the United States military has visited in the last 30 years, in which case it's probably a little scary, but that's all right. We're good. I'm your friendly fighter pilot. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Okay, Goose.
Okay, Goose. Yeah. Hey, Goose is dead. Actually, when we got this costume, the flight patch here, the name plate actually has a Maverick one, but inside the pocket was one for Goose as well. And I was just like, oh, I could go as the zombie of Goose. Yeah. I could go as a goose zombie. What? No, yeah.
Amanda says hello again. Gwen, hi. Camilla says, Dad says that's a good looking Mount Gay flag you have there.
What? There's a Mount Gay flag behind me? Why would I have a Mount Gay? There is a Mount Gay rum flag behind me. Look at this. See? Barbados rum, established 1703. In fact, I believe Mount Gay is the oldest continually producing distillery on all of Barbados. There are others that have been around longer, but they have gone into times where they have not been producing rum. Yep, smoke. It keeps the zombies away, right? So how did I get the flag? I don't know. It showed up in the mail from David and Chris. So yeah, hi Molly. Thank you for providing flag. Very cool. Thank you very much. That also brings up the question, do we have other swag that has arrived this week? Why, yes. I don't think I showed this off last week, even though it had gotten here. So this is a book by Mike Slater, the author of a book that we've shown previously called the Necronomicon. Nom nom. Right? And this is called, and I had nothing to do with this. It is called, in fact, Lovecraft Cocktails. So elixirs and libations from the lore of H.P. Lovecraft, which essentially means that there's a whole bunch of cocktails in here that are just puns on the various. So like there's a famous story by Lovecraft called The White Ship, and so they're doing a drink here called The White Sip. Yeah, okay. I mean it's that level of corny pun. Instead of the Silver Key, also another famous story, you have the Silver Whiskey. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, the Shadow out of Lime instead of the Shadow out of Time. I have looked through here. The King in Jello instead of the King in Yellow. Yeah. I can't tell you that any of these things are going to make it onto my list of, cocktails that I want to drink with any frequency. But the artwork is really cool, I think, and um, it does give you some ideas. And if nothing else, it gives you ideas for drink names for other drinks that might actually be better than some of these. The Dreamlander Slammer instead of the Alabama Slammer. Yeah, the Dreamlands Slammer. Yeah, it is cute. Um, but then again, for instance, the Dreamlander Slammer. 5 ounces of orange juice. Okay. 2 ounces of triple sec. So this is
really
multiple
orgy.
cocktails, right? 2 ounces of pucker grape schnapps. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. 1.5 ounces of amaretto, and then an ounce of Hendrick's gin, right? So, like, yeah, just it seems like
All
it
over
would.
the place.
It seems all over the place. Seems a little weird. Splash this cold draught into a large glass filled with ice. It better be a large glass because that's what 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and a half ounces plus ice. I mean, that's pretty huge. But you get this really weird nightmarish creature thing chasing someone that looks like Alice in Wonderland, and actually, what's a really nice looking cocktail sitting off here to the side. So, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. It's just kind of cool. Uh, Al-Harazad is the mad Arab that was supposed to have written the Necronomicon. So we have the Al-Harazad, what she's having. Yeah, so, right. I mean, this is, I mean, it is worth it for the puns alone. And in my case, because I'm going to make those actually into cocktails at some point or another. Later in the show, we're going to do an unboxing. I have a package here that we are going to unbox. Yes, we'll do that. Just last week, Samantha was watching, not my Samantha, different Samantha, and she doodled out while she was watching me make cocktails. She doodled out a little drawing of me making cocktails, and we went, "That's cool. Can you mock that up or do that like?" Because it would be just cool. And she did. And look at this. So we have like sort of merch-ish kind of stuff. That's me behind the bar mixing drinks and talking to you guys. So
That's so cool.
yeah, I mean I'm not sure. See, I kind of like the pink flamingo-y thing back here because it's a little creepy looking. Quite frankly, it's like a cross between a flamingo and a vulture. I'm kind of liking that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The artwork is just quaint and whimsical and awesome, and I love it. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Drink. I drink because it's Halloween. I got to be at work tomorrow, so I can't get hammered. Too bad. Hop 31. We're gonna do a Hop 31, which is a variation on the Jet Pilot, which I think is one of the drinks that I will be serving this coming week as I do a tiki party. Yep, that's the plan. So what's in this thing? Well, first thing to know is that this is going to be a blended drink. So we are going to grab blender tin. Ta-da! Next up, we're going to go with the syrups. We're going to start with some passion fruit syrup. And I have to slide over this way. Right, okay, got it. Because I put my recipe board way the heck over to the side here, so I'm going to have to glance over in order over there. Yeah, that's my. I'm being subtle here. Yes, I would like it moved. That's what I'm trying to get at. Hey, someone get the hint, and she did. So it's all good.
Use your words.
It's fine. It's fine. Fine. We'll get there. As long as we don't have to do the Dreamland Slammer, we're fine. Okay, there's a 1/2 ounce of passion fruit. That's passion fruit syrup, not just passion fruit juice. Which essentially means I took passion fruit juice without sugar added, and I mixed it half and half with 1-to-1 with a sugar syrup. So it's basically stable. Next up, I'm going to use my baklava syrup. So this is essentially a walnut orgeat, or walnut orgeat, orgeat. I think it's orgeat, actually. I think is what we came up with. And instead of taking the walnut milk and mixing the walnut milk with a simple syrup, what I did was I mixed it with honey, and it seems to work really, really well. And it comes across as being baklava. Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
Yum.
I haven't gotten any complaints.
I did put a link to where you could order T-shirts and stuff of that art print.
Yeah, so if you like so this is what's going on here. If you like that art print, the one I just showed,
You can get stickers.
you can get stickers, you can get T-shirts, which, like, did I ever expect that we would get to this point where we'd have merch? No. And, support Samantha. Yeah. Sam. All right, so now we're going to get a little more bizarre here. This is, we're going to go with a 1/4 ounce of fashionola. Fashionola, deep red, tart, Hawaiian punchy kind of stuff. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, Pooch, I thought you said this was a variation of the Jet Pilot, and this doesn't look anything like a Jet Pilot recipe that I've ever seen or heard before. Well, that's because you don't read Atomic Grog. So here's the deal. The Jet Pilot and its predecessor, the Test Pilot, have been around since at least the 40s in various forms and trials, and there's been the Astronaut and various other versions of this cocktail. The Mai Kai in Fort Lauderdale has had a version of the Jet Pilot on their menu for 50 years. And as a consequence, there have been many, many attempts by people that love the Mai Kai to find something close to the recipe for the Jet Pilot. Now, all of the Jet Pilot recipes that you will see out there will call for cinnamon syrup. We know for a fact, because we've been told by management at the Mai Kai, that they don't use cinnamon syrup in any of their cocktails. So how are you doing a Jet Pilot? So there are any number of recipes on Atomic Grog which are their tributes to the Mai Kai's version of the Jet Pilot and trying to get the flavor and color down for that. And so there's a very nice write-up on Atomic Grog about the Jet Pilot, particularly the Jet Pilot, as it's served at the Mai Kai. And this is where we're getting the combination of passion fruit and fashionola in this cocktail. So, oh, that looks kind of cool with the smoke coming up over the glass. Oh, that's pretty spiff. I got to do that more often. All right, so we've got our sweeteners in here. Now we need some sort of citrus ingredient. And if I remember the Mai Kai version, it is entirely lime juice. We are actually going to split that just a tad. We're going to go 1/4 ounce of lemon juice. There you go. And then we're going to go 1/2 ounce of the lime juice. I want this to be a little brighter up front. And we'll see if I get the sort of pucker factor that I'm going for. Because both the fashionola and the passion fruit syrup should have a bit of that puckery tartness at the front end. And I'm just accentuating that with that 1/4 ounce of lemon juice. So it's a 1/4 ounce of lemon juice and a 1/2 ounce of lime juice in here. Teaspoon, just a teaspoon, a wee bit of velvet falernum. Now this is not the falernum that is used at the Mai Kai. They use a proprietary house blend, but we're not going to try and chase that down. So we're going to use a teaspoon of what I have for falernum lying around here. 1 teaspoon velvet falernum. Right, there we go. 1 teaspoon. And then, my hearties, we get to the rums. Yes, I said rums because there are many of them in here. So first of all, we're going to start with a gold Jamaican rum. And what do I want to do for a gold Jamaican rum? I am going to use Plantation's Jamaica rum, just because that's what I want to do. Gold Jamaican, let's knock over the jigger. Can't remember, 3/4, oh yeah, should be easy, right? It's 3/4 of an ounce of each of the rums in this. So 3/4 of an ounce, gold Jamaican rum. Code for slightly aged. Not one of these overproofed, unaged, like Rum Fire or Rum Bar, so not one of those. Okay. A gold Puerto Rican rum. thought I had gotten a gold Puerto Rican rum out. Apparently, I did not. So what I need, we're not going to go with the. Sure, we'll go with the Scryer. If Star can reach the Scryer, we'll go with the Scryer. We could go with either the Scryer or we could go with the Angostura 1919, but they're both on the same shelf. And this is brought to us by our studio guest.
And rum runner.
And rum runner, Gwen. How much? Right, 3/4 of an ounce, because all of the rums in here are coming in at a 3/4 ounce ratio. It's not a ratio. That's just a measure. They come in at 3/4 of an ounce. I don't know what I'm doing this evening. Didn't I say that these were drinks that I actually knew, and there's one drink coming up that is just going to be fun and games? Yep. So gold Puerto Rican, gold Jamaican. Now we need a white Puerto Rican. I'm not going with a white Puerto Rican. I'm going with other rum supplied by my rum runner, which is the Doundrins Distilling White Rum from Wisconsin, right? Was this
Yes.
Wisconsin?
Yeah,
Sorry, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
We were at
Doundrins.
the Wisconsin party.
Doundrins. Yeah, we were at a Wisconsin party last night. Oh, and congratulations to the Wisconsin Badgers, Bucky Badger. They beat a nationally ranked opponent yesterday in college football. For all of those that care about college football, yay for the Wisconsin. Yeah, whatever. Right, 3/4 of an ounce. Wow. I was just like, brain just went, huh? Oops. I'm going to catch my ring on here. Right. There we go. There's 3/4 of an ounce of that. So there you go. There's 3 rums in there, each one 3/4 of an ounce. And you're saying, okay, but where's the heat here? Well, the heat comes from the Lemon Heart 151, also 3/4 of an ounce of this. So here we go, Guyanese rum, overproof 151, not floated on top, just poured straight in. And then one lonely little drop of absinthe. That's it. Just one. Aww. And then we're going to throw an entire scoop of what? 2. I like absinthe. And that's an overproof absinthe, so I just totally did overkill on this. Full scoop of crushed ice in here. We're going to flash blend this for roughly 5 seconds. Somewhere between 5 and 10. Assuming I have an ice scoop, there we do. Full ice scoop, 8 ounces. Goes right in there, just like that. Purdy red color, reddish brown. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done. And where does this go? This goes in a Mai Tai glass, right? Yep. Okay, let's see. What do we got? We've got dragons, we've got Tonys, we've got archipelagos, we've got hulas. What should we do? What should we do? How about hulas? Let's do hulas. Yeah, we'll do hulas.
Monterey Bay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Hulas is down in Monterey. And one of their locations is down in Monterey. And I hear tell that there are Navy folk in Monterey. Who knew, right?
Shocking.
Shocking. Something about there being the Naval Postgraduate School. That sort of thing down there.
Oh, I haven't run there.
That. And there we go. That is I'm not sure if you can tell. That's pretty red. It's not very brown. That's very much red. Almost maybe a brick color, kind of.
Yeah, kind of a brick color.
Kind of a brick color. That's kind of an unusual color. This would not be the usual color you would get a jet pilot in. But I am told that the Maikai's jet pilots do have a reddish hint to them. So who knows? Maybe we have done this right. So we're gonna put a straw in here. We're gonna taste this. Wow, that's crazy. That's I don't know what that is. That's So I've not been to the Maikai, so I cannot tell you whether or not that is how they serve, or whether that's even close to how they serve their jet pilots. I got to tell you, that's bizarre. That's not really like any jet pilot I've had.
It's not.
Um, I think I need some mint in here.
Mm-hmm. You could definitely taste the fashionola in that.
Yep, and that's English's fashionola. That's the way it is supposed to be.
Yep.
Wow. Gwen, you want to taste?
Sure.
I'll take it over.
You take it over. You'll take the straw over, and I won't see it again. There's a candy element to that. It's a
Yeah,
little
there is.
sweeter than I would have suspected.
I like sweet.
But part of that. Okay, part of this is going to be,
Jet pilot is not usually as sweet.
and it's not usually sweet. Part of it is that we've got the baklava syrup in there.
Right. So I would be glad to know that my Kai's jet pilot is not the jet pilot I usually get. So I'd have to kind of reframe my head.
This very much, I think, deserves a different name. It is far enough away from the traditional jet pilot
Yes.
that it deserves a different name.
Yeah.
Whether that's the astronaut or something.
Right,
One
right.
of the
So
because remember these drinks.
we're going to give people another chance to figure out the reference for Hop 31.
Yep.
For the jet pilot drink. And I earlier this evening was handing out
Candy.
We're that house.
Yeah, we hand out like full
Full-size
size
candy
candy bars. Yeah, we're the house that you hate. Because all the kids come to our house and leave your house alone. Although I should take this opportunity. If there's any of my neighbors watching, I heartily apologize. It's been a crazy week, and it didn't even occur to me that because my Halloween party is after Halloween, that I would not have my traditional rum punch available for the adults coming around for trick or treat.
Lad did pick up the slack.
Yeah. Yes. The corner house who we'd pissed off in previous years because people were stopping and getting a cocktail and then going over to their house and going, "Oh no, thank you. I don't think I need any wine." Yeah. They did a warm brandy drink, and that was quite tasty. There we go. There's the Hop 31, and now we're gonna do an unboxing. Yay! All right. So what we have here is a little box. Who is this box from? Not even gonna mention their name. Just gonna hold this out there, right? So, unfortunately, I didn't unbox this prior to making the drink because I think one of the things in here would have gone really, really well in that drink. So if we open this up, first of all, there's some packing material. And this is packing material. It's just a heavy-duty paper that you can use for many, many other things. And in here is also your packing slip, which tells you all of the things that you ordered that you are now going to get in your box, which is very cool. And there's sometimes some little swag, like look at this, I get a little cocktail umbrella, little explanation of the items that are in here and how they're made.
Explanation of their packaging.
Yeah, it explains the items and the packaging as well. And then we got stickers, right? So I didn't order the stickers, we just got stickers. We get swag from them. You also get, of course, a business card. And then because their items are glass, they pack them very carefully. But they don't use, as you would think most places would use, a great deal of plastic and air bubbles and that sort of thing. So what you have here is some corrugated cardboard, right? And it is wrapped around the items that are in here and just held tight with this piece of adhesive tape. And you can just use your finger here, open this up. Very well packed. And what's in here, just rip that open,
Alright.
is, dun dun dun, smoky quartz long straw. Big
Pretty.
barrel, yep, girthy straw. But that was not the item that I was going to say would go well with the previous drink because obviously that straw would be sticking way out of the glass. We got another set of straws, and yes, you can tell I've already opened this, so not a true unboxing here. So you open this up. We got two of their new red bamboo straws, and one of their amber. Right? There's the amber. I thought the amber would go really well with that drink, with the Hop 31. Right, so there you go. That's our little unboxing from Surfside Sips. We love them. We love their packaging. We love their straws. We love their customer service, and well, we use them a lot.
Amanda said Bubba straws.
Bubba straws.
Ruby red. So Amanda has a guess.
She has a guess?
Yes.
What does she have a guess about?
So she said, I would have thought Hop 31 is about beer.
Yeah, you'd be wrong.
Pooch hates beer.
You'd be right.
So is Hop 31 a Top Gun reference?
Hop 31 could be a Top Gun reference.
Maybe the name of the restaurant where she lost that loving feeling? I don't know.
You're close. You're not quite there yet. Remember, this is a haunted tiki party. You got to go blacker than that. But good guess. Right, okay, so the next one is Flaming Moa. And I saw this drink done earlier today on How to Drink with Greg, whose last name I need to get down because I keep forgetting what it is. But he is How to Drink or H2D2 on like every channel in the world, like Twitter and not Facebook, and YouTube and Instagram and Twitch, and all those sorts of things. And he does great things with cocktails and liquor and also gaming. If you want to engage him on Fallout, you will have a long conversation. I don't play Fallout.
You actually have to search for his last name.
Oh, okay. All right. So Greg. There we go. So Flaming Moa. This also relies a little bit on some passion fruit. This is a shaken drink. I had to look that up because I couldn't remember from this morning, which tells you something about my brain. Okay, 1 ounce passion fruit syrup. So this is pretty passion fruity forward. I was a little surprised. I wanted that drink to be tartar up front, and it's just not. So, So I'm going to have to play around with well, maybe I could just switch over to full lemon juice. See if I can get more of that tartness up front. Okay, so there's 1 ounce of the passion fruit syrup. So, no, I blew it. Oh my gosh. Whoosh, there goes away. You didn't see that? I didn't do that. Nope.
See what?
See what? The sweet component of this cocktail is actually provided by a combination of grenadine and orgeat. So we are going to go with a 1/2 ounce of grenadine. Trust me, the passion fruit's here. There is a passion fruit component. So there's a 1/2 ounce of that. And then we're going to do a 1/2 ounce of orgeat. Yep. Okay, we're going to have to shake this one. Recombine that. Re-emulsify the orgeat. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're good. My orgeat has not fermented. We're all fine. It's all good. Another 1/2 ounce. All right, so we're going to go full ounce of sweet. Playing some Lovecraftian gothic horror music in the background here. So thought you might appreciate that. Next up, we're going to go with the sour component, full ounce lime juice. That's right here. 1 ounce of lime juice. Limey. Lime juice. Right there. Then the passion fruit. But the Flaming Moa doesn't use passion fruit syrup. What the Flaming Moa uses is a passion fruit liqueur called Paseo. However, I don't have any Paseo. What I do have is some homemade passion fruit liqueur that was given to me, and so I'm going to use that because if I can get the lid open, yep. Because that really smells like passion fruit, and yeah, that should work. So 1 ounce of the passion fruit liqueur, right there. Zoom. All right. I have no idea how the homemade passion fruit liqueur, compares to the Paseo. Maybe someday I'll find out. I find this very odd that this drink wound up here, which probably means it needs a lot of work because folks aren't sucking it down. Okay, next up, 1 ounce of a Barbados rum, an aged Barbados rum. We're going to go with the RL Seals. RL Seals is made by Foursquare and is now becoming more ubiquitously available. I can find it at Virginia ABC stores now, which I think is just freaking awesome. I don't remember what Greg used. He did not use this. Right, okay. So there's 1 ounce of that. And I really like the RL Seal, especially at its price point. It's just an amazingly good rum. Next up, another amazingly good rum, especially at its price point and easily available to you. Jamaican, traditional Jamaican, slightly overproof. This is running in at 57%. Smith and Cross. We're going to go ½ ounce of that. This will give you some funk, a little bit of backbone to this cocktail. The funk in the Smith and Cross, I know some people are like, wow, that's a really funky rum. If you think this one's a really funky rum, I've got some Jamaicans for you. But this is it's not entry level funk, because it's significantly more funky than just say, like the Appleton 12-year or the Appleton Reserve. But yeah, still good. This is coming off of both Plummer and Wedderburn stills, which is an interesting combination I hadn't realized before. I do have a Jamaican rum straight off the Wedderburns, and that is an amazingly funky rum. Next up, we need to kick this up a notch, provide it a little more backbone. We are reaching once again for the venerable Lemon Heart 151. I have extra bottles of this. We're good. We're good. Don't worry about me. ½ ounce. ½ ounce. And I thought I saw a hand up. Did I see a hand up?
Amanda's next thing she wants to learn is liqueurs.
Like violet liqueur.
So Amanda would like to learn more about liqueurs.
Making liqueur.
Making liqueur. We are going to. What are we going to do? We're going to put some ice in here. A bunch of not crushed ice. We're going to go with ice cubes. But then we are going to serve this. We're going to strain it and serve it over crushed ice. So we're going to go full scoop. And then like such. We're going to lid this up. You may have noticed that I have totally gotten away from the practice of making my cocktails in the small portion of my mixing tin and then putting the top one on. And I don't know why. I just got out of that habit. I need to get back into it because otherwise it's messier, like just now. All right, so this is actually going to go back into 2 more Mai Tai glasses. Everything is Mai Tai this evening. So we're going to go with Archipelago and the Inuhele mug. The Inuhele, this is the 2020 mug. There was no Inuhele 2020, no live version. And this came to us in a mug crate, and we are planning on making the Inuhele 2022, which is down in Atlanta, right? Yep. I'm going to shake this up. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake that booze, eh? All right, nice and cold. Get that stinging sensation in your hand as you're holding on to that. Yep, that's what we're doing. All right, we are going to take one of these glasses. I was planning on making 2 of these and didn't. That's why I got out 2 glasses. Get a little crushed ice. A lot of crushed ice, whatever. There you go. Strain this. Give me your strainer. Nope, I'm going to go with a different strainer. This is my barfly strainer. Barfly merchandise comes highly recommended. This is you can tell, hey, I can take this moment and do a teaching thing. So this is sort of a standard, I get this with a cocktail kit kind of strainer. And yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what this Hawthorne strainer looks like. Now let's look at a barfly version of that. Here's the barfly version. What? What's so different, Pooch? I don't notice anything. Okay, look at the spacing in the coils. Much, much tighter spacing on the barfly one. These guys, in all honesty, these are pretty wide and pretty loose. You can get a lot coming through these coils, which you don't want. You can always improve this by taking a coil off of another one and just doubling up the coils on this, and that'll like tighten it up a great deal. Or you can just reach over and grab your barfly one and do that. So here we go. This is the Flaming Moa. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. La la la. There we go. All right. Ta-da! The Flaming... Wait, no. It's the Moa. That's just a Moa. That's not a Flaming Moa.
It's not on fire. Where's my fire?
There's no fire. You need to have fire. Fire. So we're going to do that. We're going to just put... So what I've done is I've taken a hollowed out lime husk, set it in there, and there's a crouton in there. Just a little crouton.
Does it have sugar on it?
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to light this crouton on fire. But in order to light the crouton on fire, I need fuel. So we're going to use some fuel. And the typical fuel that you will often see in bartenders' manuals is use 151. Okay, well, you could do that. You could do that especially when Bacardi was making their 151 and there was no reason to actually drink that. But even still, the 151 rums are all going to burn with a light blue alcohol flame. And it's really hard to see unless you turn down the lights. Great deal. But if you want flames, if you want to see bright yellow, orangish flames, if you use lemon extract will get you where you want to be. So what we're going to do is we are going to reach over and we are going to grab, I think this is my cinnamon. Yep, there's some cinnamon.
So she wanted.
Oh, okay, all right.
She was looking forward to a large batch,
And
but
I'm gonna
only
swap.
bought 4 ounces of the sugar.
Let's see, flame, right?
Ooh,
Lots of flame.
Ooh.
Look at this. Here we go. Cinnamon, shaking the cinnamon. We get sparks. Yay! You get burned fingers. Yep. There you go. You get a bunch of cinnamon here, which is going to add some flavor to this. You get nice flames. You should. The only problem with this is with the 151. The 151 burns really quickly, and you can just like put your hand over it, put it out, or blow it out, and it goes out really, really quickly. This, not so much. This needs to burn just a little bit. So we're going to set this aside. I am not going to reach a straw in there and try and sip this. This works really, really well for your large format party bowl drinks, like your flaming volcano things. Because I mean, look at this. This look at the volcano flame. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really cool.
Keeps going.
It just keeps going. The Flaming Moa, and we need a straw for this. Sure. What do we need for this? So many straws to choose from. I'm not going to use one of the brand new ones because I need to wash them before I use them. See, this is me being safety conscious here. Conscience? Sure. We'll just go with a plain old ordinary short glass clear straw. While I'm deciding on what straw to do, this is burning down some. Right. Once it gets down a little further, oh man, it's still burning hot. Oof, oof. So one thing you do have to be careful of with using the lemon extract. If you use 151 and something happens to your raft, the raft that your crouton is in, the worst that you will get is a little punch of rum in your drink and some floaty bits of soggy crouton. If, however, your raft sinks and you have lemon extract in it, it can get a little bitey with the lemon extract, provided there's any liquid lemon extract left. Which is why soaking the crouton is important, because then it absorbs all of that. You don't have just like a liquid lying there, so it's not as bad once it. You can also usually still filch the crouton out of there pretty quickly without too much trouble. It's kind of chilly out, so you can do this.
So.
So okay, at this point I can blow it out. Yeah. And once you also get down to a certain point, then there's the smell of burnt bread, which is maybe not the most appetizing thing in the world to most people, especially if you happen to be baking at the time, because then you're not sure what's going on. So are you going to try this flaming moa?
I am.
Or you want me to try it?
I'll let you try it first.
That's how this always works. Here, you try it. New thing, you try it. Whoa. Okay, go for it.
That's strong.
Hello. My name is Passion Fruit, and I will be taking over your cocktail this evening. Oh, yeah, that is a passion fruit forward cocktail. However, it is not cloyingly sweet like it would be if you use passion fruit syrup.
No.
This is a very different cocktail, but the passion fruit is really, really forward here.
Yeah.
So. And you think it's strong?
I do.
Does it taste strong to you?
Yeah.
All right. Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tonight it is. It's a good thing, right?
I also pre-gamed by the
brandy,
the apple juice, apple cider brandy.
She also pre-gamed because yesterday there was much drinking, particularly of brandy, old fashions.
I did not have any Wisconsin old fashions.
You didn't? No.
No.
Oh, you were drinking the Mike's Hard Lemonade stuff all day long.
Mike's Hard Lemonade, and then buttery nipples, and then Jello shots, and yeah. So not yesterday, because yesterday I was drinking, but over the last week, I have added a new realm to our Lovecraft cocktail world domination.
Yes.
She has. She is.
We have a YouTube channel.
Dun dun dun.
And I am going back in time, starting with episode 1 and 2, and doing some edits and correcting some vocals so you can hear them, adding the cocktails in, recipes and stuff. So I'll put a link.
She's doing really well at this. I mean, you can actually hear my voice on some of the early ones, and the coloration doesn't look nearly as bad, although the second one, there's a lot of fading in and out of focus. This is before we got this camera setup here, which by this camera setup, I mean Star's new iPhone, which is our camera setup. Previous to that, we were actually using the camera built into my old Mac laptop, which is what's actually running the Facebook run here. So there's the flaming moa. I kind of like that.
Burn baby burn.
Burn baby burn.
Inferno.
What do you think, Gwen?
I like.
Excellent. Do you like passion fruit?
I do.
She says, I do now. Yay. All right, so that's 2 down. We have like 3 minutes to get this other cocktail in before we hit the hour mark. Yeah, okay. So apparently I'm just not ever making the hour mark ever again. Maybe I should cut it to 2 drinks. What do you think? Should I keep it at an hour and only do 2 drinks, or do you like the slightly over an hour format and doing 3? Because I've seemed to fallen into the 3. I don't know. Gwen's like, 3. I want 3. So 3rd drink. So in the role-playing game Call of Cthulhu, you play characters that come in contact with the supernatural, the occult, things that man was not meant to know, things for which man's mental processes are maybe not meant to cope with. And every one of the characters has a statistic, a characteristic called sanity. And at various times when you come across things that should trouble your sanity, you have to roll what's called a sanity check. In the business, this becomes abbreviated as a SAN check. And so I thought, in a great Lovecraftian theme, what we should do is, in fact, have a drink called the Sand Check. Well, that's how this started. And then I tried to think of, well, okay, what would go in the sanity check? I need something clever here to give me an organizing principle for the sand check. Here's my thought process.
Cackle, cackle, cackle.
So I happen to have this baklava syrup over here, which is walnut based. I have some nocino, which is an aperitif that is also made from walnuts. It's a walnut liqueur. I have some orgeat, right, which is essentially an almond, right? And then over here somewhere, where is it? There we go. I have the praline liqueur, Evangeline's praline liqueur from New Orleans. So that gets me walnuts, and it gets me almonds, and it gets me pecans, which are all nuts, of course, right? And why are you making a sanity check? You're making a sanity check to keep you from going nuts. See, right?
Too late.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a combination of a variety of things that have nut components in them. I'm going to make this a rye base because I don't want to do too sweet, and I don't think the vanilla notes are really with rum are really going to work particularly well with this. So we're going to go rye. So I'm going to go rye, lemon, and then a bunch of nutty stuff. Right? We're just going to go nutty. This is as far as I have gotten with this cocktail. So we will see. I've not tried this, so we'll see how we do here. So we are going to shake this cocktail. Yep, we are shaking it. And so I'm going to start with, I'm going to go with a half ounce of the baklava syrup.
Yum.
Half ounce. Half ounce. Right. There we go. And then we're going to do a half ounce of the orgeat. Shaw. Oh, passion fruit liqueur down. Passion fruit liqueur down. No. Lids on. Lids on. It's all okay. Half ounce. Wow, that's going to be sweet. I'm hoping it's not going to be, but we'll see. Part of what's going to go on here is I think the nocino will actually take care of that. There's a little bitter component to the nocino. So we're going to go half ounce of the nocino. It's pretty scant half ounce there. That was pretty quickly poured. And then we are going to go half ounce of the praline, which is going to kick the sugar content back up again. This is only 21%, and it's a pretty sweet. It really is a pretty sweet liqueur. It is very, very tasty, though. There you go. So there's our nutty components. And now we need to clean out that jigger. So we're going to go with a 1 full ounce of lemon juice. Full ounce lemon juice. Lemon juice. 1 full ounce lemon juice. Right, there you go. This is looking a lot like a kind of lopsided sour. Like a lopsided rye sour, except it needs rye in it. And do we have any rye? Do we have any rye? We do. This is my go-to rye. This is 100 proof Rittenhouse rye, bottled in bond. So it has spent time in a U.S. government warehouse under U.S. government supervision. So yeah, it dates back to Prohibition days, if not before. And Rittenhouse is really inexpensive for the quality of rye that you get from this. So it's Rittenhouse rye, quite good. Once again, my process of making a cocktail is being interrupted by someone raising a hand and asking a question, and I'm going to go ahead and answer it.
Really, Gooch. How nuts.
How nuts?
How nuts.
Go nuts.
And nuttin' stops the insanity.
Nuttin' stops the insanity. Great.
That was Cheryl and Amanda.
What, no comments about almond joy or anything like that? Okay, there you go. All right, so what I did was a full ounce and a half. It's 2 ounces of the rye because we are dealing with 100 proof rye, and the praline liqueur is 21%. The nocino clocks in at 32%. Also contributing some alcohol components to this. They're not just sweet components. So this is my initial try. I honestly don't know. We'll see. I'm going to throw some ice in here. Not that. These guys. All right, just some cubed ice, like such, and such. And I'm actually going to put this in Mai Tai glass. A smaller Mai Tai glass. This is actually an Appleton Estate Mai Tai glass. And we're just going to lid this up. Shake it. What the heck was that? Was that a dog bark that I just did there? No clue.
We'll let the dogs out.
All right. We're going to double strain this. So I need my barfly strainer back. Where did I do with it? There it is. That. Double strain. We've got ice chips in here. My apologies. My ice program is a little lacking here. This is not a clear ice cube. I am told it is better than the ice program at Whiskey and Oyster, though.
Yeah.
My wife went to Whiskey and Oyster the other day, and she had some very nice bourbons. But I'm not sorry, not bourbons. We did whiskeys, and she liked them very much. But she commented to me that, "Wow, their ice program, yikes." Apparently their ice was very, very cloudy. Okay, so we just poured this over a single large rock. I could have done this in 2, probably. And then my garnish for this, I'm going to reach over here. I just got this pack of nuts, right? And I am going to grab a pair of tweezers here. The tweezers. So you might have noticed that walnuts look vaguely like little brains, right? And so we're gonna set that right on top of the, oh no, into the drink it goes. If this was a perfectly square ice cube, it would sit right on top of that ice cube and it looked really nice. Now it just looks like something creepy is emerging out of the cocktail and onto the ice cube. Which, you know, that's okay.
It's Halloween.
It is Halloween. Okay, we're gonna try this. It looks like a milkshake. Sort of a frothy little milkshake thing here. Huh. Well, my friends, I don't think that's half bad. The lemon really shines through, and that is a nice counterpoint. Could maybe go up to 2 ounces on the rye. The wife says, "Oh, what have you done here?" Hey, Poochie, you do a good job. Bitters? Need a little bitters?
No, I'm trying to figure out when you snuck cream in here.
Yeah, there's no cream in there. Nope, there's nothing.
Or ice cream, or...
Well, okay, so there is 2 almond milks in there. There's the orgeat and the baklava syrup.
Right. But, I mean, it tastes creamy.
It does. Yes. So I think we might have a sand check.
Or really close.
Or really, really close.
Yeah.
Because I can do this, right?
Right.
I have bitters. I'm just going to go 2 dashes of bitters here. So we're going to do one. I'm going to do a sip of this with the bitters just added on top, which that's kind of a creepy looking look.
That is kind of creepy
That's kind of
looking.
nice. That's kind of nice.
Mm,
You don't like it?
I don't like it as well.
I do. I like it better.
That's all right. I want to let Gwen
Well,
try it.
hold on. Let me then take this and we'll just do this.
Okay.
We'll stir the bitters in.
I like it better without the bitters.
Okay. I like that little bitter edge to it. In any case, I think we're pretty good here. The Hop 31, which no one has caught the reference to yet, although we're pretty close. The Flaming Moa, and the Sand Check. What boggles me about the Sanity Check is that despite the fact that you have all these nutty components, it does not come across as nutty. They blend together well. I mean, it's really tasty, but you're not getting that nuttiness to it. So I'm not sure.
Oh.
But it's apparently it's not one of Star's favorites. She's going to send it back. Okay.
No, I have had a lot
Oh,
this weekend. I need to drink water.
you're not hearing this portion of the conversation. Star's like, I need to drink water, and there's not enough dilution in that cocktail for it to qualify as water. All right, my friends, we have 3 cocktails. We've tasted some Bayou rum, the Mardi Gras XO, the Hop 31, a variation on the Jet Pilot, where we are doing a variation on the Mai Kai's variation on the Jet Pilot. We think it might need a little bit of tweaking, maybe the addition of a little more bitters to that, twerk it up a little bit. And the Flaming Moa, I think, came across really, really nicely. Folks' opinions, Flaming Moa.
Yum.
Yes, yum. Okay,
Gone.
so that was the big winner of the evening, and the Sand Check, which there's not a whole lot left of this guy. So there we go. Once again, there's no actual sign off. However, we can try things like this has been Lovecraft Cocktails, slinging some daggone good cocktails for you, or something along those lines.
Ah.
Make
So
sure
long,
all.
and thanks for all the fish.
Make sure all your drinks are half-stewed and not shaken, that sort of thing. We can do that. Maybe, and those are originals. Those are not out of the book. Trust me, the book is worse in terms of its puns. In any case, thank you once again for spending some time with us on this Halloween evening. I hope your Halloween has been spooky and fun and not at all truly terrifying. And we will talk to you all next week. And it will be the aftermath of the haunted Tiki party. And the lighting will be different. And things will be spooky here. Spookier here. Yep, that's the plan. All right, everyone, have a good rest of your evening. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next week. This is Lovecraft Cocktails, making some daggone good cocktails for you.
Sorry.
Yes! All right, I got it.
Nerd.
Yeah!
By the Luftwaffe.
Fighter, pilot, nerd, yeah.